Hi, it's time for good energy, and I'm Dr. Julie, and today is Bodyful Day 68, Kinesthetic, stretching into your coping mechanisms. All right, so, excuse me, because this week has been about a lot of reviewing of how to take this. I don't have a lot of props. I do have what looks like, of course, a roll of paper toweling, but it is my old foam roller. Because that is one of the things that we've talked about and how you can use it to get into your body. All right. Let's start with the basics. Take a deep breath in and release. Breathe all the way down from the bottom, all the way up into the top. Let's get that flow going through the body, all the way up, and wiggle if you need to. Take a deep breath in. And release. All right. Think about any stressors from the day, any interacting children, any mistaken locations, and think about where you're holding those, and take a deep breath in and release. Excellent. We have gnats now. I knew they were coming. All right. So today is Bodyful Day 68, the kinesthetic sense. Remember, kinesthetic is the stretch and pressure in muscles and joints. It's where they are in space, not where gravity is pulling you, because that's vestibular. But this is where are these muscles and joints, and how are they stretching and moving and squishing. And so today is an interesting day because today is a coping mechanism that I feel, not that I don't like using all of them to get out of my head and into my body, but kinesthetic has long been a coping mechanism that has allowed me to feel the most like myself. So for a very long time, I had an eating disorder, and the only times I felt comfortable or confident in being myself and being in my body were times when I was using my body. So swimming, the pull, the push, the muscles, the squish, the breath, the repetition, the shifting, the turning. I felt very in my body. No matter how much I weighed, no matter how bloated or agonizingly out of control I felt, when I jumped into the water and moved my body, I felt better. Same thing with yoga. Whenever I just get on a mat and I ignore the fact that there are mirrors. In fact, some of the best yoga classes I ever had were yoga classes where there were no mirrors. And you just did, and your eyes were on the instructor, and that's all you did. You moved, and you pulled, and you pushed, and you squished, and you twisted. That kinesthetic sense brings me home every single time. The stretch, the shift. There's something about digging deep and actually intense massage. Like I would go get really hard massages. That push and shift in my muscles and my joints really connected me with myself and got me out of thinking of how much I weighed, what I looked like, because that felt beautiful and good to me. And so, just to review, we've talked about looks like we talked about 7 different ways to do kinesthetic stuff. So obviously day 1 we talked about stomping. That's movement. I go out and walk every single morning, just about every single morning, because the act of moving my muscles and moving my bones and moving my body really does bring me home so that I can start the day here rather than here. On day 9, we did single leg balance. Again, one of those things that is silly, but a great way to get you into your body. Day 21, we did neural reset technique, and that is pushing and resisting against things, resisting, moving away slowly. And the idea about engaging your brain to think, okay, my back hurts, so I need to work on something where I'm resisting my core, where I'm trying to pull my core forward, but at the same time somebody is actively pushing me back. And if I do that, I am actually going to reduce the amount of pain in my back. Thinking about that mechanism of doing the opposite, also engaging. On the 24th, we did, or the Bodyful Day 24, we did the foam roller. Foam roller is almost as soothing as a deep tissue massage, because you can make it however deep and intense you want. When we used the foam roller before, we used it to open up the lungs, because if we can get air into the lungs, we can get flow. But remember, this is about getting you out of your head, so any place where you can push and twist and foam roll your back, foam roll your legs, foam roll your arms, that foam rolling experience is kinesthetic as well as touch-based, but that deep muscle sense gets you back into your body and out of being here. Day 33, if you're thinking about a really silly way to get you back in your body and using kinesthetic, was cross crawl exercises. You know, even the, can't even do it, the simple ones. You know, this is just dumb. See, I can't even do it. This is dumb, but it's a way to rewire your brain and to help integrate. And you stop thinking about all of this gunk and you're here. On the Bodyful Day 45, we did hip lifts. Again, a muscle thing. You're thinking about working individual muscles and working core and trying to lift those hips without a wiggle, and back down. And day 56, we did so tai, which was twisting into what is easy. So again, twisting and flexing and squishing. And this is a great way. This is why people like massage. But you don't have to go out and get massage. You can use things like the foam roller. You can use things like yoga. You can use things like, you know, cross crawl exercises to just tell the body, I'm not going to even be accurate, but I'm going to try to rewire you and make you communicate a little differently. So, as I said, kinesthetic was one of the first ways that I got into my body after having my eating disorder. It was the one place that I felt safe. And so sometimes something that is really that tactile and solid is a good way to get you back out of your head and into your body. All right, let's take a deep breath in and release. We got 2 more senses, and we'll cover those in the next couple of days. Take care.